Hey everyone, factoring into today, the next 5-day forecast today. Going to have a detailed look up next 5 days, or as detailed as we can get. It's fairly straightforward up to the end of the week. We're going to have a big storm system coming in tonight and through tomorrow. That's going to give us a battering. After that, it's getting a lot colder, and it's going to be into weekend and the start of next week, but the detail really is quite sketchy about what's happening. But the overall picture is that it's going to be getting a lot colder, and there will be, I think, as we go through weekend into start of next week, an increased risk of snow for some parts of the country. So after a slow start to this winter, it looks as though it's about to start biting in as we get through to weekend and next week. Now, before I get on with 5-day forecast, just say about the ad says links to articles on both the pages. Act as members go have a browse through the widgets. If there's any articles that you're interested in, you'll be able to click through and go off and read those articles, go to the website where they are. Some very interesting articles in there, and you'll be able to support Gareth Weathers at the same time by doing that. Of course, the website you're going to wants you to go off to their website as well, so it all goes around. What goes around comes around, and you'll be having to support the website and their website too. So thanks so much for getting involved, and thanks for doing that. There's also yellow weather related ads on those pages, so see what those are about and click through those if you would like to do that as well. The websites we're using for 5-day forecast, got radar pitch here from theweatheroutlook.com, some charts at the end from the Weather Outlook 2. In the middle there'll be charts from westend.de, but the link to both of those websites on each page. So let's get on with 5-day forecast. A lot to discuss, and here's the current radar picture. The snow showers across Scotland are easing down now in intensity. They've given large parts of the north and west a covering of snow overnight, for yesterday overnight in Southern. They're easing down now as this big mass of rain starts to head into Ireland, and that is heralding the storm system that's coming in off the Atlantic. Ahead of that, it is mostly a dry scene, but the good sunshine that we had this morning, albeit icy, cold sunshine, is going as this cloud thickens up and the rain is rolling in from the Atlantic. Here's today's starting pressure chart. This is 6 o'clock in the evening. We've got a 950 millibar area of low pressure knocking on the door of Ireland. Ahead of it, very strong winds, tight back to ice bars. So wind will be getting up through the course of this afternoon. It'll be a cold wind, an icy wind, and it'll be bringing cloud and rain in off the Atlantic. So that's going to be what we see happening through the course of this afternoon. The sunshine that we had this morning across much of the country will go as the clouds roll in, the wind freshens, and heavy rain across Ireland will sweep onto the western side of the mainland by the end of the afternoon into this evening. Gusts of wind by the end of this afternoon will be up to 50-60 miles an hour across many western coasts and hills. That's up to gale force, and with heavy driving rain, it's going to be a very unpleasant end to the day across the west. A cold day too, with temperatures just up to 4, 5, 6 degrees, and as that wind picks up, it will feel particularly cold and raw. Overnight, that low pressure is going to sweep in off the Atlantic, giving us a very stormy spell of weather. So it's going to be wet and windy across the country. It'll be one of those nights where here the wind goes rattling in the frames as wet and windy weather sweeps across the country. Widely gusts of wind tonight up to 50-60 miles an hour. Northern and western parts seeing gusts of wind up to 70 or 80 miles an hour. That is disruptive type wind, so there could be damage from those winds. Power lines being brought down, trees being blown down, very nasty. Night up in the north, I say all places will have a wet and windy night, but the worst of it, as you can see here, with tight back ice bars at 6 o'clock in the morning, is coming into Ireland and southern parts of Scotland through northern England. Temperatures will be picking up through the night. It'll be one of those nights where it starts off quite chilly and the temperatures lift up. So in the end, we're going to finish up at around 7 or 8 degrees in the south, in the north about 3 or 4. So the wet weather across eastern parts of the country, really driving rain, will clear first thing tomorrow morning. That'll get out of the way, and then really we're looking at a day of sunshine and showers with this big storm system to the north of Scotland, bringing in these very tight packed ice bars. So gales blasting across the country. The worst of it again for southern Scotland, Northern Ireland, Northern England, possibly coming down in towards Wales and the Midlands later on in the afternoon. Some really strong gusty winds, easily up to 50-60 miles an hour. Some places going higher than that, up to 70, 80, perhaps around western coast up to 90 miles an hour. So disruptively windy again through the course of Thursday. The persistent rain clears away from the east first thing, and then it's sunshine and showers, and those showers will be heavy, blustery and squally up in the north and the northwest. Technically it's mild in the south with temperatures up to 9 or 10 degrees first thing in the morning, though they'll probably tend to drop a bit through the course of the afternoon. But of course with the strong winds it's going to feel really quite cold, so the temperatures are actually pretty academic. Now as we move through into Friday, the worst of the storm is easing. It's going off up towards Norway, the area of low pressure bringing it, and then we're starting to open the floodgates to a colder northwesterly wind again. So Friday's still another day of sunshine and showers. The difference is that it'll be much less windy. The winds will be a good deal lighter, but it's still quite strong gusty up across central northern parts of Scotland, and it'll be turning colder, so the showers in the north will turn increasingly wintry, with rain, hail, sleet and snow for Scotland, Northern England. Probably not too many showers getting through into central and southern parts of the country, so it could be a reasonable day down in the south. Temperatures will be colder, so in the south we're around 6-7 degrees, in the north just 2 or 3. And that's the reason that the showers are turning wintry. And that's really the trend as we go into the weekend. Things will turn increasingly cold through the weekend, with high pressure building through the central Atlantic as this low pressure is to the northeast of the country. The winds are being pulled into the north, so cold air will be coming down across the country. I think through the course of Saturday we're going to start off mainly dry, but there'll be wintry showers from the word go across the northern Scotland and Northern Ireland, and a frontal system could come down across the country, sort of banding those wintry showers together. So a mix of rain, hail, sleet and snow showers probably merging into a longer spell, moving down across the country through the course of Saturday. Memphis is with fairly low confidence, and behind that is when we start to dig in this really cold northerly wind. So any showers behind that band of wintry showers will turn increasingly to snow across Scotland, almost universally snow showers across Scotland by the end of Saturday. Temperatures in the south around 4, 5 or 6 degrees. In the north, across northern Scotland, will barely be above freezing by the end of Saturday afternoon. Those wintry showers will clear across the country probably overnight Saturday into Sunday, maybe leaving a dusting of snow as they do so. And it'll turn very icy, very frosty overnight Saturday and Sunday, with temperatures widening down to -4 or -5 degrees. As we go into Sunday, we're probably bringing another little system down from the north. There's a lot of uncertainty about this, but we could bring another little trough down from the north. That could bring outbreaks of snow into Scotland through the course of Sunday morning, and those outbreaks of snow could then move down across England and Wales through the course of Sunday afternoon. Now there could be a warm sector in with that, so for western parts, Wales, maybe northwest England, we may be looking at more sort of rain, sleet, but in eastern areas, and this could impact the southeast, by the way, by the end of Sunday afternoon, we're probably looking at snow. So there could be some snow moving down across the country on Sunday. Temperature starting off very frosty, and they'll only get up to around 2 or 3 degrees at best. A really cold day on Sunday. Now, as we go through into Monday, it's all becoming rather complicated. We're in a slack flow on Monday, but the overall idea for the start of next week seems to be for some sort of system to move in from the Atlantic. So if I quickly show you the charts going into Tuesday, you can see that an area of low pressure starts to move down from the northwest across the country. That's moving into cold air. I don't normally go beyond Monday for the 5-day forecast, but as we go through into the middle of next week, that low pressure is sort of in situ over the country. What it basically implies is that we probably start Monday on a very frosty note. There could be snow on the ground, some accumulations of snow across parts of the country. Very frosty start. Monday may be mostly dry, but later on, cloud with rain could arrive across Ireland and Western Scotland. As that moves down across the country through Tuesday into Wednesday, there is an increased risk of heavy and significant snow Tuesday, Wednesday. Next week it'll certainly be one that we have to keep an eye on. So just have a look at the charts from the weather outlook, see whether in your area this situation today, mostly dry and fine, but the cloud, wind and rain is sweeping into west. Here it comes at 6 o'clock in the evening. By 9 o'clock it'll be in across the whole of the country. Wet and windy night, gales, severe gales in places. You'll hear the windows rattling through the night. As we go into Thursday, the worst of that rain will clear away first thing, and then it's a very windy day with severe gales and damaging winds in the north and west, feeding in sunshine and showers as well through the course of the day. For Friday, things are calming down and turning colder, wintry showers up in the north. And there's that band of wintry showers moving down across the country on Saturday. It's behind that band of wintry showers that very cold air will be digging in to the north of the country. So by the time we get through to Sunday, temperatures in the north are generally staying around freezing all day. We've got that band of snow moving southwards. It may turn to rain and sleet on the western side, but in eastern areas there is a risk that we could see that snow coming down across the country. And then as we go through into Monday, finally we're going to be on a very cold note on Monday, maybe another band of wintry showers moving down across the country later on in the day from the northwest, but overall Monday looking a mostly dry and fine day, but very, very cold with temperatures barely above freezing. And beyond that, as I said, going through Monday night into Tuesday, Wednesday, there is a chance that could have a very significant snow event across parts of the country, of heavy snow moving in from the Atlantic Ocean. So in summary, it's all happening. Very stormy spell coming up over the next 24 hours. Do batten down hatches and take care if you're off out and about tonight or tomorrow. If you're worried about the winds, by the way, I should just say go off to UK Met Office website to have a look at the severe weather warnings. I don't issue severe weather warnings at garethweathernews.com, but if you need advice for travel, or if you're at all worried about the winds, do please go off to the UK Met Office. You can get to the UK Met from my links page. Go off there and have a look at their severe weather warnings. They are the experts for issuing severe weather warnings. After the storm, it turns colder. So after the storm, if you like, you get freeze. It's going to turn much colder into the weekend with an increased risk of snow from the north. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.